your choice of side. We're Jax. We're all about the South.
Okay, I can't resist making a play on words, but have you heard the scuttlebutt? That's the word for the day. Allison Pryor's laughing already. This is Kyle McFeeters. What a great name. Both here with the Tennessee Aquarium. And the scuttlebutt is because Saturday, the Scuttlebutt exhibit opens. Is that right? Scuttlebutt Bay?
Reef. Scuttlebutt Reef. So we are this mythical place of Scuttlebutt Reef, and we're in our Ocean Journey building and featuring all these amazing reef animals and the coral reef itself in our new gallery.
Okay, so first of all, it's been a while, I will admit to you, since I've been at the aquarium. But the fact that this is so much bigger, like the coral reef part of it, you were telling me is what, Kyle, 4 times bigger than before?
Yeah, this new one is going to be 6,000 gallons, whereas our old one was about 1,300. So It's more than 5 times the size.
So as people have been going to the aquarium in the recent months, have they kind of been noticing, gee, I wonder what's coming? And now this is the grand unveiling?
Exactly. So we've had a temporary construction wall up. This is replacing what previously was our Boneless Beauties gallery. So It's been under construction for the past several months, completely cleared that out, installed these new tanks. It's a new layout. We have 11 new exhibits that are in the space.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
I'm curious about the reef for just a minute before we talk about the other animals that are going to be in there. Because if you've expanded it, Kyle, by 4 times, that's really good, isn't it, for our whole global environment, for you to be able to study what makes the reef thrive? Because in the environment, they're a dying thing, right?
Definitely. A lot of coral is under different pressure, whether it's environmental concerns, just habitat destruction. So to be able to bring that in and show what coral is, how it works, what it needs to thrive is something we're really excited to share.
So the scuttlebutt is what people think versus what's really real. Is that true?
That's true. And so we're really playing into the idea of the original true scuttlebutt, the barrel. So we have a little bit of a nautical theme through the whole gallery that you're going to see some paneling on the walls, rivets in place. We even have a water refill station with a barrel underneath it. And you think about sailors on these old ships, that was their drinking water. So the scuttlebutt became the original water cooler top.
Oh, I did not realize that.
Yes, and so we're playing into both of those things, the rumor and gossip of the word scuttlebutt, but also the original origin. So the moray eel that you're seeing right there. If you're like me, I was a huge Little Mermaid fan as a little girl.
For sure.
And the eels were scary because they were with Ursula.
Right.
And so I think a lot of people have this fear or creepiness with eels. And so that's one of the rumors that we have on the wall, are moray eels, a sea serpent. And so people can click on it and you're actually going to engage and learn about those moray eels while seeing them on the exhibit. And look at all these other fun animals too.
So is it going to be like you see in some exhibition settings where you put earphones in to listen, or is it an auditory tour?
It's not an auditory tour, so it's going to be printed on a TV screen. So instead of it being the stationary signs that we have through most of the aquarium, it is on a TV screen. So that allows us to produce both the English language and Spanish language for folks, so they can choose which one they want. And eventually it'll time out and it'll go back to that rumor question. And it's not even just those. I think what's really fun, we're talking about the idea of sailors, we have some low-level portholes through the gallery that have engagement for little kids, so they can do coloring of animals. They can pop bubbles that are on the screen that are perfect for 2-3-year-olds to be able to reach.
To learn in their way.
Yes.
Okay, so Kyle, you had to, I guess, get the right coral to support the fish that are in the exhibit?
Correct. This reef exhibit represents an area of the world known as the Coral Triangle. It's basically an area with huge diversity and density of coral species. So we wanted to target animals from that area to showcase the Coral Triangle. So it is Indo-Pacific, basically, Indonesia.
So the coral itself, talk about the scuttlebutt, dispel some rumors or whatever, but the coral is itself a living thing.
Correct, and that's the scuttlebutt. I heard that coral are plants. Well, coral are not plants. Coral are animals that have plants living inside their tissue. So they are an animal, but they have plant inside of them. It's a symbiotic algae known as zooxanthellae.
So is the reason that they have the different colorings, the different types of animal or algae or the different type of plant that lives in them? Is that what creates the color?
Exactly. The zooxanthellae gives them their color, and also is why they are a photosynthetic animal. So they make their food from the sunlight because of that algae living within them.
So depending on the area of the sea they naturally inhabit, will their coloring be different?
Correct, yeah.
So that's why when you talk about environmentally then, if the waters get polluted, then that algae, I guess, is affected, which in turn goes back into the coral. Is that right? So if the coral, like I've been snorkeling, and I noticed the first time I went snorkeling 30 years ago, very different from snorkeling now. The colors are not the same.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely different environmental factors, like you said, and stress coloration on corals. So you'll lose color, you'll get darker colors. Generally, yeah, the environment will affect the colors of the coral.
What were you telling me too, Allison, about sharks in this exhibit and that they're biofluorescent?
Yes, so we have we have swell sharks and chain cat sharks. Kyle's in charge of the sharks too, but we have two different exhibits that they're on in special panels and lights, so you can see what the sharks look like normally higher up in the water, and then whenever they go deeper, where all you have is that blue color, and based on their eyes of how they see each other, and that's when you're going to get that glow.
Allison, we've always known, has this great scientific brain. What got you into the love of aquatics?
I've just always loved fish since I was a young kid, keeping fish at home, and then it just snowballed from there.
Well, we are glad that it did. What a great thing. So Saturday it opens.
Saturday it opens. Of course, once it's open, it's open. So if you can't make it opening weekend, we would love for you to come during spring break, right into the summertime, whenever you get a chance to come to the aquarium.
And if you're not a member, this is one more reason why you want to become one. tnaqua.org. We'll see you at the aquarium on Saturday. This is in the River Journeys building, yes?
Ocean Journeys.
Ocean Journeys.
Want to win this big check from the local 3